Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to the second video of my latest Old World series where I am playing on Noble difficulty as Egypt, and we are playing with the Sacred and Profane DLC. We only got to see one new event from the DLC in the last video because, well, I haven't built any shrines yet. We're not really doing religious stuff. We do have another worker now. It's definitely going to be a good idea to get a farm going because we have food issues. So let's start working on that. This city is now idle, so we could go ahead and actually start building some military units. I think we do need to start getting some. We don't have a lot of iron coming in right now, so let's start off by getting a slinger. We are going to want more workers also, but bear in mind we don't have a lot of orders right now, so it's pointless having a huge army. We are going to go over there and harvest those gems though, very nice. And we're going to start moving you down in this direction. And in fact, that's pretty much all we can do with you. We will bring you home because we want to heal you up. We're working on another settler. 3 years' time, you can go out and grab this city site. We're also building the hanging gardens here because it will improve our growth, which will mean we can get workers and other settlers out here more quickly. And yeah, it'll give us a bit of culture as well. If we have the option, I may then build, get another worker and then go and build the pyramids if they're still available. But we are also going to need some more military units. We do have an ambition for that. So our daughter is now deceitful. Her husband cannot let go of grievances and is often angry. He's become bitter. Tutor mission has led to an event. Okay, so we've got a few events to deal with here. Let's get rid of that. So the tutor event is finished. So this is the prince, our stepson. No, he is the heir. The stepson is the heir. I thought the princess was the heir. So he can gain courage, charisma, or discipline, or wisdom. Let's give him the wisdom. A lost friend. Sorry, Queen, but I have not been able to speak with Nebet of Yamu on your behalf as you wished. I've received news that one of my dearest friends has taken his life. Takes a ragged breath. We grew up together and I have no right to ask you this, but I must leave for the funeral. Would you handle my duties until I return? Of course I will. Go be with his family. You may not leave. I do not care that someone died. Everyone dies. Removes in love with. I mean, do I care that you're in love with us? You're in love with us and you're in love with our daughter. That's a little bit weird. But then he would owe us a favour. Starts ambition. Enact tyranny. Not very often you get an event to start doing things like that, but... Okay, let him owe us a favour. Okay, now this is suggesting administration. We do want to get divination, because I know we want to get these shrines going. At the same time, it'll be really useful for us to be able to get granaries. So I think we will go for administration right now. True inheritance. Late one morning, servants discover the heir is missing from her chambers. According to a pharaoh message, she has departed to Yamu to meet her lover, Alexander, the heir of Greece. There is nothing that can be done. She's become missing. That's why she wasn't showing as our heir. That's why the stepson was showing as our heir. We will tell the people of Egypt the truth. That'll remove some happiness, or remove some discontent, and we'll gain discipline. Or we must choose a new heir secretly, and that'll give us 120 civics. These are civics, right? Yeah, civics. I mean, the discipline is nice, and removing the discontent is nice. Tell people the truth. So our stepson is the heir, become the adult in the eye of Egyptian law. I think we'll just take... I mean, the culture is nice, but I think we'll just take the gold right now. Because gold is useful. It can be exchanged for goods and services. So, 2 turns until that settler is out. Yep, let's just get you back home and heal you up. You're at full health now, so you're just going to sit on there. We do need to get some more military units, but I want to at least get this settler out and then a worker. I do want to get that scout moving around, see if I can find any other city spots, because there's no way we can afford to just stick with 3. We've got 2 orders left. We can send you on a mission. Yeah, let's keep trying to sort. I thought you were away. I thought you were attending a funeral. Maybe that's already done. So, see, the air thing has just changed again. Back to the daughter. Look, the prince has the judge trait. A hush falls over the court as princess arrives. Salt stains her torn clothing, while bruises and scrapes over her arms and face. Her ragged-looking companion eyes the guards nervously. My liege, it is a blessing to see you again. At times I thought I would die before I could return to you. She, her, the daughter, the princess, takes a breath, steadying her voice. You wouldn't believe the tales I have to tell. So she's no longer missing. Learns you can't rely on fate to survive. +1 courage. Fell in love with a band of travelling poets and musicians. Becomes a romantic. +2 charisma. Or worked as a spy among a tribe. Becomes ruthless. Let's take courage. Interesting. So we've got her back. I wonder if that was a new event, because I've not seen that one before. At least I don't recall seeing that one before. I think it might almost be worthwhile giving this warrior another promotion. Still really expensive, though. Really expensive. There's a scout over here. That's the Greek scout. I'm guessing there's probably not really any... see, Greece is over there. I think we need to go south and see what we've got. So let's start moving south with this scout. Oh, more barbarians. We are hiding in the trees here, so that's... Oh, it's just, it is the same barbarian camp. Well, we definitely want to clear that one out. Probably the one to the north too. So we really need to get some military units as quickly as possible. You are going to... No, you're the one we've just moved. You will stay there for now. Got a lot of orders here, but nothing I can do with them right now. I could start moving you towards one of these barbarian camps, but it seems like it's probably an unnecessary risk. Let us start moving down anyway. We can add a general. Heal in neutral territory, 10% plus melee units. That's probably a good one to have in this situation, because we can heal up while we're out here. So let's end the year. We'll get our settler at the end of this year. The Hanging Gardens has been completed. We've got another event. So we can abandon the effort or encourage the whole family to apply pressure. +1 discipline. Let's do that. Okay, so first things first. Let's go ahead and do something with this settler. I'm not going to force march, because I don't really want to spend the training. So you've got the Hanging Gardens. That's suggesting a farm. Not the ideal tile for a farm, is it? Although we get a better farm if we had one over here. Pyramids probably aren't available yet. Let's go over here and work on a farm. Now, we will need another settler, but I think I'm going to get a worker in the meantime. Because we do need to start getting some infrastructure going, otherwise people will shout at me in the comments. So the Hanging Garden's done. Now, I don't know how many other units he's got down here. Now, along with the DLC, there has also been a patch. So, a part of that patch has been rebalancing. So, I don't know whether they've made things easier or more difficult, or what exactly that rebalancing comprises of. But I guess we'll see. Right, so there is another unit down there. So, Hattie's begun construction of the Oracle. I didn't see any construction start with the pyramids. So I'm guessing maybe they haven't. Now, there is sand over here. Either way, we get the iron ore wherever we start here. Let's go for this one. I can't put you there because my scout's standing in it. Let's move you out of the way. So let's put you there, and we could go for the There's the ones that can build on sand. The clerics. Urban improvements can be built on sand. Monasteries and temples gain 100% output. We could make this a religious city. Let's give it a go. We are trying to... So we've discovered monasticism as well. And Judaism has been founded. Because this is what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to see the DLC. We found the Atlantic Ocean. Great stuff. So you've got some units down here. But I think we can take these guys out without too much of a problem. This worker has now finished the farm. So we are actually struggling for iron a little bit. We are going to need wood. How many orders do we have left? We might just end up buying... I mean, we could build another farm there. I'm not losing much iron. So if we go here and build the farm, that'll give us some extra wood. And then we can go and start getting a mine or two. So you've got a worker coming there. There's no more orders left. This is an idle city. We can start getting disciples pretty quickly and military units, but I think we should get a worker first. So Judaism is being founded. So let us spend a little bit of our civics to get some opinion. And end the turn, because there's not really anything else we can do without having any orders. So we're going to be attacked by these units, as expected. Oh, now they've just spawned another unit. That's great. So, annoyingly, we now don't have the option to get divination. Pastures will be useful, so let's get husbandry. Okay, so the option to build the pyramids is still a go. So, let's get you over there and get you on the pyramids. Now, that's going to cost me a lot of stone. I can afford it. Or we could get the necropolis. See, the pyramids, is that a lot of these are nice. The cheaper law cost is really nice. But the necropolis is also nice as well. Because it's extra culture per specialist. But the pyramids one is cheaper. So we are going to go ahead and build that. And yes, I know that just means I've bought a load of stone. But it's fine. So we'll kill you off. So the Duke decries our recent sacking of barbarian settlement as dangerous and unnecessary. Oh, we can gain a free settler. Or we can become intolerant. Or we can gain charisma. No, we're gonna take the free settler and we gain 1 courage. Excellent. So we did take a little bit of damage here, but I think overall we'll actually be fine. So free settler over here. Not going to move him down until we've cleared this barbarian camp out. Got a feeling there might be another one over here, to be honest. And we will want to also go and clear that camp to the north. So settlers are something that we definitely want to make the most of here. We've got a lot of movement left. I've got a free... Oh no, that's the scout. The settler. A marriage proposal has arrived for the princess. You're a zealot. +4 courage. See, you've got -1 discipline, but +5 courage. And this guy just freaks me out. 1, he looks weird. And 2, he was in love with both me and my daughter. So I think we'll actually go with Tutankhamun and do it that way. Although Egypt has no state religion, many people follow their own faiths and practices. The Jewish priests of Kasut say the support of God will only strengthen your rule and offer to teach you about their ways. Will you accept? Sure, so let's convert to Judaism. So we don't really need to worry about divination now, because we don't really need to build shrines, because we can just build temples and the other religious buildings now. We've got a religion, so shrines aren't really important at this stage. So we can start doing something with this scout now. Let's start moving up here. We've got sand and probably barbarians. The Greece is up here. We could start moving you down to the south, but again, I want to be very, very careful with these barbarians around. I've only left myself with 1 movement there. What options did I have here? We could send you on a mission. I think that's fine. I think we can just end the turn there. So yeah, now we're getting attacked by these units. Now, I could just heal up here. A lot of it is going to depend how much damage I can do to those units quickly. The royal family of Greece visits the court. During a feast, Prince Alexander, the hero of Greece, makes a shocking boast about how much better a ruler he would be one day. King Philip, the explorer of Greece, chides him for his brashness and turns to us for support. What do you say? Well, let's keep happy with the king for now. A new game has become popular in Waset. So all families can gain 20 opinion if we find it fit for the aristocracy. Let's just take the culture and reduce the discontent. Oh, here we go. We actually have an event from the DLC now. So the prediction of Josephus the Judge. News reaches you that a suppressed Jewish rebellion in Kasut, surrounded and trapped in a cave. I misread that completely and missed the full stop there. News reaches you of a suppressed Jewish rebellion in Kasut. Surrounded and trapped in a cave, the remaining rebels refused to surrender and decided to die together, taking lots to determine who would be the next to be killed. This grisly tale is relayed by the last survivor who surrendered himself to the authorities. The survivor, the erudite commander Josephus the Judge, swears loyalty and claims he has been visited by divine revelation that you will lead Judaism to great heights. Will you bring him to your court? Bring the man to court as a collar. What was that? Scort as a collar? Bring this man to court as a scholar. Plus 60 discontent, but plus 1 wisdom. He'll make a fine general. Again, discontent, but plus 1 courage. Or we have no use for his services. Let's bring him in as a scholar. Not a collar, because we don't have a lot of science going on. And yeah, that's some discontent, but we can do it. So here we go. Jewish dissent. Jewish discontent has spilled onto the streets of Kasut, and the city's believers riling against their treatment. Unhappy with your rule, the local priests are leading the faithful in attacks on the guards and encouraging resistance against the crown. Judaism is upset. Prepare the guards for any unrest. So we gain a militia and lose 100 training. Speak to appease the Jewish leaders. We can spend some civics doing that, or take no action for now. Let's spend the civics. Proposition. During a chance encounter, Peppy steps close to you and in a suggestive tone hints he would like to spend some time getting to know you better. While at first you are taken aback by his direct proposition, you have to admit it has a certain tactless charm. Yes, I would like to know you very well. He can become the lover. Or, I think I know you enough already. We gain more discipline and he's no longer in love with us. That's the option we're choosing here. So this is the start of a new turn. How much damage can you do to these guys? Can you take them out before they take you out? And if I was to heal you, how much health would you get back? A decent chunk. But I think trying to take these guys out first might be better. I don't think they can take me out in a single turn. I'm really hoping they can't. What have we got going on here? We've completed the worker in Waset. We have got a settler. We probably want to get another military unit out here. So let's start working on a warrior. Iron is an issue, so we do need to build some mines. So speaking of mines, let's go over here and build a mine. We've got you over here. You're going to stay here because I don't want to move you any closer to those barbarians. We do have a military unit over here. Now, you are a long way away. I could bring you down here to help you clear this camp. Yeah, let's do it. Because we can always get another one up here as well. Although we can't afford to do that right now. So maybe we could go and get a farmer. We don't have a lot of food coming in, so let's go and work on the farm, and that's fine. Again, you're just going to stay there. We do have some orders remaining. We don't have anything else that we can do right now. So let us end the turn. I'll probably do one more turn on this video. Yeah, if we're only going to lose 1 or 2 HP at a time to these things, I think we will be fine. Our stepson follows a strict regime, never taking the easy way if it's not the best way. He's gained 1 discipline. Stories about the strange powers of the scientist Josephus the Judge have reached the court. According to rumours, he's been seen in several locations at once, can speak to creatures in their natural tongues, and is known to make astounding predictions. There is a rumbling of dissent among his followers. If Josephus the Judge is seen as a divine figure, what is to keep him from the throne? Stays, but he will be watched. Reduces the discontent in Waset. He gains opinion of us, but we become foolish, losing, which is a weakness. Or such behaviour is either madness or treason. And he can become imprisoned. It's a difficult one here, isn't it? I mean, do we really want to become foolish for keeping this guy around? It doesn't say it can lead to future events. Let's lock him up, see what happens. We are the governor. I think I'll actually take the courage there, because we do want to start spitting out some military units. It would be nice to have some extra courage coming in. So you have finished work on that farm there. We could definitely get another mine. We could go over here and get the pasture. We could go over here and get the marble. We're always short of stone. Now, we actually need iron for that as well, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to buy that for now. But the stone will be really, really useful for us. We also need to try and get that barbarian camp cleared as well. Okay, so we are on the next turn. We can kill one unit off. He can't kill us in a single turn. And we can heal up. And we can move down here with you and attack you from range, so weaken you off. We could go and actually start the city right. Well, I can't now because I don't have enough movement. But we can actually go down and start the city. I captured the site. I do need to have a little bit of a look down here and see what other units are around. So I might start moving the scout. But again, he's in a little bit of a dangerous situation. Let's just do one more turn. And I said that I was going to end the video there, but I like to sort of wrap things up with a nice little bow. There's no easy day in the life of Princess Neferura. Her. She has gained 1 discipline. And she's also given birth to a daughter. The Amarna family is converted to Judaism. Death, God and Taxes. Here we go, another DLC event. Inspired by the religion's perceived mistreatment within Egypt, the Jewish leader, matriarch Isis the Zealot, has come before you to demand a favour. The noble matriarch asks that Judaism temples are given a tax exemption to better serve God. We don't even have any Jewish temples. Anne Grant. Surely you mean A Grant. Come on, I know this is only like a $5 DLC, but at least, you know, do a spell check. A grant like this will certainly make friends with the priests, but are you willing to make an exception? Well, I can't do any of these, can I? We don't have a state religion yet. Refused. Judaism will be treated the same as all others. She becomes disappointed with us, but we gain +1 discipline. That's fine. Let's see if we can take you out. And what do you know? Yes, we can. Let's move you down here. Now, I can't really see what else is going on. Okay, mostly trees. So, where do we want to settle you? If we settle here, we can get both of the fish. I think I'm actually going to settle right on the spot, so we can't do it on this turn. You have finished the worker. Also, now we have the option to suppress dissent. Probably want to start thinking about getting... let's get a disciple over here. I'm going to end the year because I'm out of orders. And again, yes, I know I said that was going to be the end of the last turn. Procession of ragged Persian holy men enters the capital, searching for a sign from their divine masters. These seekers wish to prove their worthiness and hope to study under our holiest advisors. Shall we share our spiritual secrets? So we can acquire monasticism. And then the King of Persia owes us a favour. Yeah, sure, let's go ahead and do that. Some tech sharing. Let my person go. Matriarch Isis the Zealot comes before you, overflowing with righteous fury. The Jewish leader loudly demands that you release Josephus the judge from imprisonment, claiming that holding a faithful follower will anger God. It is uncertain how Josephus gained this ally, but it will make it more difficult to hold on to your captive. Is he worth the anger of the Jews? Agree to the demands. He's no longer imprisoned. And we get... Well, see, that's a good event. At least it looks like it's a good event, because we don't have the discontent penalty that we would have had by leaving him free. And we get an opinion bonus with the leader of the Jews. And I don't necessarily need one more discipline. If we'd have been villainous, we could have asked for money, well, got iron and wood for him, but no, we'll let him go, just to keep people happy. So you're going to move here. This is not going to be another religious city. We might do this one landowners, actually. Not going to have any crop resources here. But we'll get a free tech. At least we should do. You're going to go over here and grab this. High on the sea cliffs, a circle of round stone ruins gaze out over the crashing waves. The inhabitants of these lone isolated dwellings must have desired true serenity. One explorer recognises familiar symbols in the nearby cave carvings. What could be seen as early icons of Judaism. Perhaps the site was primitive temple or monastery of its followers. Return the temple to its former glory. Use the rubble for needed supplies, or ignore the ruins and move on. Let's get that Judaism opinion. Let's just sort of have a little looky-loo around the rest of the land. Okay, so nothing over here to report. You definitely need to heal up. And we're going to start moving you back up towards the north. Unfortunately, I've still got workers sitting around doing nothing. So let me just undo that move there and use a worker more efficiently. Let's move you. Now, that's actually suggesting a quarry, which just kind of makes sense because it is at the foot of a... But there again, I think the mines are probably more useful right now. We're actually going to go and get a mine. We do need to buy the trees for this one, but... Or buy the wood, I suppose. But iron is definitely an issue. And we've got another guy over here who we'll just have to wait for now. So I don't think things are going too bad. We've got ourselves 4 city sites. We're kind of stuck on a little bit of a peninsula here. I'm assuming that barbarian camp is probably still there. We'll go and check that out next. That'll be our next site. And then I think we're keeping things cordial with Greece, so we might want to go out after Persia, especially as their capital is quite near. Maybe they're going to be the target of my expansion, but we'll see how that goes. We have had the opportunity to see a couple of the new events, but I think once we start getting some temples out, and we are working on a disciple over here, so once we can start getting some temples out, we might start seeing some more of the DLC stuff. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope also you're enjoying the series, even though we're only 2 videos in. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.